Mom demanded my 1.2 MR legacy. Her dinner hit a lawyer trap. I'm Emma, Dallas born, and I crushed their greed with Grandpa's will. This Reddit stories ain't rage, it's revenge, saving his trust from drama family claws. I walked away, head high, their scheme in ashes. Ever had kin stab you for cash? What's your betrayal beat down? Drop it below. Smash that like, subscribe for more Reddit fire. My boots scuffed the oak floor of Grandpa Harold's Deep Ellum house, June 2023, Dallas morning light glinting off his old fishing rods, my sweet tea mug trembling as I clutched his will, naming me, Emma Mitchell, 28, heir to $1.2 million. Ellen, my mom, who ditched me at 8 for parties and boyfriends, had slunk back after Grandpa's funeral, eyes on my bank account, not me. Her family dinner invite yesterday reeked of a trap, and my gut churned like a Texas storm. Nora's "she's a snake, Emma" text buzzed in my pocket, grounding me like an oak. I sank into Harold's reading chair, a jukebox from a nearby bar thumping faint, my heart heavy with his absence. After my parents' divorce, Dad bolted to New York, barely calling, leaving me with Ellen's revolving door boyfriends till Grandpa took me in. His Oak Cliff home, treehouse in the backyard, Hemingway books by the porch swing, was my haven. "Patience, Emma," he'd say on Lake Ray Hubbard fishing trips, pancakes at a diner first. "Life rewards those who wait." He taught me accounting, balancing his construction company's books as a teen, while Ellen's Christmas gifts, flashy, rare, came with empty, "will hang soon" promises. Grandpa's pancreatic cancer hit 3 years back, stage 4, months left. I moved in, juggling online college and caregiving, reading The Old Man and the Sea till his eyes gave out. "You're my heart's daughter," he said, gripping my hand. "Don't let Ellen squander this." He passed in his sleep, me dozing beside him, his will leaving me his $800K investments, $350K house, $100K classic cars and photo albums. Ellen got $50K. She stormed out of the lawyer's reading, her "this ain't right" echoing, her cocktail party funeral dress a slap to his memory. 3 weeks later, Ellen showed up unannounced, banging my door like a Deep Ellum bar fight. "Emma, emergency!" she yelled, breezing past in worn jeans, designer purse clashing. Her emergency? A facelift and tummy tuck her boyfriend Carl couldn't fund. "It's an investment," she said, brochures on Grandpa's coffee table, her "just a slice of your millions" sharp. My jaw clenched, her "I'm your mom" raw from years of absence. "No cosmetic surgery," I said, voice low, "real bills maybe." Her tantrum erupted, pacing, screaming selfish, "and I sacrifice for you," before threatening to contest the will. "Grandpa wasn't sane," she spat, storming out, no check in hand. Nora's "she's desperate" text hit. Clara's Ellen's maxed out cards gossip, sharper. Ellen's calls shifted. Medical bills, a broken car, all lies when I pressed for proof. Then, a credit card company flagged a fraud attempt in my name, tied to her address. My chest burned, her "I was desperate" sob over the phone hollow. I froze my credit. Nora's "you're stronger than her," grounding me like Lake Ray Hubbard's calm. Ellen's gambling debts, eviction notices, she wasn't chasing me, just Grandpa's cash, and I wasn't her ATM. Yesterday's text, "family dinner at Aunt Susan's, let's make peace," felt like a setup, her "just family" too smooth. I'd seen her game. Carl's "it'd be a shame if this got ugly" text, Aunt Susan's "share to keep peace" call, Uncle Robert's awkward nudge. Why beg for love from someone who left me? I asked myself, staring at Harold's fishing hat, his letter warning of Ellen's schemes tucked in my bag. Nora texted, "Go armed, Emma." I slipped a recorder in my purse, texted Cousin Ellie the address, and prepped to face whatever Ellen cooked up. Flashback to summer 2015, Oak Cliff backyard, Grandpa's treehouse. "Your mom's a firework," he said, rigging my thinking spot. "Bright, brief, you're an oak, Emma. Deep roots." I clung to him, Ellen's latest boyfriend peeling out, her "I'll call" a lie. I thought family meant waiting for her spark. I stood, tea cooling, deep elm neon flickering outside. Ellen's demands, her threats, her mother claim. She'd never see me, only dollars. I'd balanced Grandpa's books, cared for him, earned his trust, not her tantrums. Nora's "you're enough" was my spark, my boots ready to walk into her dinner and burn her trap to ash. They thought I'd fold like they're nobody, but I'd show 'em what legacy means when I stand tall. Ever had kin eye, your hard-earned win? Spill your fight below. My boots clicked on Aunt Susan's deep elm porch, July 2024, Dallas evening thick with lasagna scent, my sweet tea mug left behind as I gripped my purse, recorder humming inside, heart pounding like a jukebox. Ellen's family dinner text, her make peace lie after demanding my 1.2 MAC inheritance, screamed trap, her gambling debts and fraud attempt raw from last month. Grandpa Harold's will, naming me his heir, was my shield, but Ellen's just family felt like a snake's hiss. Nora's walk-in loaded Emma buzzed in my phone, grounding me like a Texas oak. I stepped into Susan's house, chatter dying, 6 pairs of eyes pinning me like a deep elm bar brawl. Ellen rose from the sofa, blue dress too sharp, smile fake as her, "Rebecca, you made it." Susan hovered by the dining room, her vanilla perfume off, hugging me too tight with a shaky, "Glad you're here." Uncle Robert stood by the fireplace, stiff. Carl, Ellen's shady boyfriend, leaned against the wall, arms crossed. 2 strangers in suits, Mr. Peterson and Ms. Jenkins, sat prim on the love seat, their friends of the family intro reeking of lawyering. Is this my fight or Grandpa's, I wondered, Harold's fishing hat in my mind's eye, my recorder blinking red. Susan's good china, Thanksgiving-only stuff, clinked on the dining table, a neon warning this wasn't no cozy supper. I sat between Robert and Peterson, Ellen across, her wine-pouring hand steady but eyes darting. Talk stayed shallow, Rangers games, new deep elm joints, like strangers dodging a fight. As Susan cleared dessert, Ellen's napkin hit the table, her time to talk slicing the air. Peterson flipped open a leather portfolio, sliding papers my way. "These create a family trust," he said, voice slick. "Equitable for all." Jenkins nodded, her formalities cold as Ellen's "it's what Daddy wanted" lie. I skimmed the legalese, gut-churning, sign, and Ellen controls the 1.2 them, doling out scraps for my needs. Robert stared at his coffee. Susan vanished to the kitchen. Carl blocked the door like a bouncer. Why do I still hope she'll see me? I paused. Harold's Patience Emma, echoing from Lake Ray Hubbard trips. "I'd like to read it all," I said, flipping pages, voice calm. Jenkins's finger tapped, "We need to file soon," her edge sharp. Ellen's grin cracked. "Just sign, Emma, don't be difficult." Robert muttered, "She was 8 when you left," his jaw tight, shocking the room, even himself. "Stay out of this," Ellen snapped, whirling, then locked on me. "Sign, or we'll drag this to court, bleed it dry." My chest tightened, air thin, but Harold's voice, quoting Maya Angelou, cut through. "When someone shows you who they are, believe 'em." I smiled, their confusion my spark. "Before I sign," I said, steady, "I should call Mr. Goldstein, Harold's lawyer. He warned me about this." Ellen paled. Peterson's portfolio froze. Jenkins's eyes narrowed. "No need," Peterson rushed. "We'll address concerns here." I leaned back, boots firm, channeling Harold's calm. He showed me the will's clauses. "Ellen, did you know contesting it voids your $50K to the Children's Hospital?" Gasps rippled, Jenkins glancing at Peterson. Their misunderstanding thin. I set my recorder on the table, red light blinking. "Been taping since I walked in," I said, cool. "Texas is one-party consent. Got Carl's ugly text, too. Extortion vibes." Carl lunged. "You can't!" I pulled Harold's will from my purse, unfolding it slow. "Harold left everything to me," I read, voice iron, knowing Ellen's financial irresponsibility. His letters filed, detailing your $300K debts, sold heirlooms, gambling. Ellen's face twisted, rage and shame clashing. Susan burst from the kitchen, eyes wet. "Enough, Ellen!" she shouted, voice cracking, an explosive climax. "You swore this was a talk, not a shakedown." Ellen spun. "You planned this." Susan shook her head. "I let it happen, thinking you'd share expenses, not rob her." Robert stood. "Harold knew you, Ellen." Their allies crumbled, Carl's glare shifting, Peterson's portfolio snapping shut. I grabbed my purse, boots steady. "Y'all leave me alone. No calls, no visits, or my lawyer's next move's a restraining order." Ellen's "This ain't over," hissed, but her voice broke, hollow as I hit the door. Flashback to spring 2022, Oak Cliff porch, Harold's swing. "Ellen's a firework," he said. "You're an oak, Emma." I clung to him. Her latest, I'll call a lie. I thought family meant waiting for her spark. I stood outside, Dallas oak swaying, neon pulsing. Ellen's trap, her lawyers, her lies. They'd never see me. Only cash. I'd honored Harold's trust, not her greed. Nora's "You're free" was my spark, my boots ready to crush her next move. They thought I'd fold, but I'd show 'em what legacy means when I burn their game down. Ever outplayed a kin's sneaky scheme? Drop your win below. My boots scuffed my deep Elm apartment floor. August 2024, Dallas dawn, dim through my blinds, sweet tea mug cold as I stared at a fraud alert email, Ellen's latest stab at my 1.2 mm inheritance since her lawyer ambush at Aunt Susan's last month. Her family dinner trap, pushing me to sign it all over, crumbled when Susan exposed her lies, and I flashed Grandpa Harold's will, but Ellen's greed didn't quit. Her gambling debts, maxed cards, and eviction loomed per Clara's "she's spiraling" text, and now she was coming for me harder. Nora's "she's desperate, Emma, stay sharp" buzzed, grounding me like a Texas oak. I leaned against my counter, a jukebox from a nearby bar thumping faint, my heart racing like a Lake Ray Hubbard storm. Ellen's campaign had turned vicious. Texts from her boyfriend Carl, "Don't make this ugly." Aunt Susan's "share for peace" plea. Then a credit card opened in my name tied to her address. I'd frozen my credit, but last week she hit my workplace, a Dallas accounting firm. Mid-client pitch, the receptionist whispered, "Your mom's in the lobby screaming emergency." I rushed out, boots clicking, to find Ellen, hair wild, yelling to anyone listening, "Emma's hoarding my daddy's millions while I'm homeless." My boss, Jessica, ushered her out, security on her heels. But her "keep personal stuff out" stung, my reputation singed. Ellen's social media lies piled on, posts crying, "My daughter's lost her mind hoarding family money," racking up pity likes. Friends got her DMs, spinning tales of my breakdown post-Grandpa's death, leaving me dodging calls, shrinking online. Can I forgive what she stole? My peace? My name? I wondered, staring at an old photo of Ellen holding me at 5. Her smile soft then. Nora's "she's playing dirty" call snapped me back. Her "file a restraining order" fierce. I met Mr. Goldstein, Harold's lawyer, his oak-paneled office a shield. "She's crossed into harassment," he said, drafting papers to block Ellen and Carl. My chest easing, but heavy with grief for the mom I'd never had. Then Ellen hit a deep Elm coffee shop I loved, an explosive climax. I was grabbing kolaches with Nora when she stormed in, mascara streaking, yelling, "Emma, you owe me!" Customers froze. Baristas gawked. Her "you're killing your own mom" slicing deep. Nora stepped up. "Back off, Ellen, or cops are next." I stood, boots firm, voice low. "You got 50K, squandered it. This is done." She lunged, spilling my tea, but Nora pulled me back as a barista called 911. Cops escorted her out, her "this ain't over" echoing, my hand shaken, but resolve iron. I wasn't her mark no more. Dr. Williams, my therapist, called it situational anxiety. Her office a quiet haven. "Your brain's on alert, Emma, and it's rational," she said, helping me breathe through nights I jolted awake, dreaming Ellen broke in. "Why do I still see her as Mom, not a thief?" I asked in a quiet reflection, clutching Harold's fishing hat. She urged journaling, so I scribbled Harold's words. When someone shows you who they are, believe them. I filed the restraining order, a subtle revenge. Goldstein's judges hate family theft, my shield. Clara's Ellen's postin' from a motel hit, her lies losing steam. But my job took a hit. Jessica's no more scenes a warning. Nora swung by, Kalach's steamin', her "you're tougher than her" fierce. Why's she still fightin'? I asked. Ellen's "I'm your mom" raw. Greed's her cage, Nora said. You're free. My phone pinged. Cousin Ellie. Ellen's telling Kin you're crazy. I saved the texts. Goldstein's document everything, my mantra. Susan's apology call, her "I was wrong to trust her," cracked my armor, but I held firm, boundaries hard. My firm's clients whispered, my rep bruised, but I wasn't backing down. I'd earned Harold's trust, not Ellen's tantrums. Flashback to winter 2022. Oak Cliff porch. Harold's swing. You're my oak, Emma, he said, cancer thin but eyes bright. Don't let Ellen burn your roots. I nodded, her last "I'll visit" a lie. I thought family meant waiting for her spark. I stood, tea gone, Dallas oak swaying outside. Ellen's lies, her scenes, her theft. She'd never see me, only cash. I'd protect Harold's legacy, my peace, with every legal jab. Nora's "you're enough" was my spark, my boots ready to weather her storm. They thought I'd break, but I'd show 'em what legacy means when I stand unmoved. Ever fought Kin's lies to save your peace? Share your stand below. My hands gripped a moving box in my new Deep Ellum condo, January 2025, Dallas morning light streaming through floor-to-ceiling windows. Sweet tea steaming as I unpacked Grandpa Harold's oak desk, heart steady, like I'd found solid ground. Ellen's 1.2M inheritance grab, her lawyer ambush, coffee shop tantrum, social media lies, was caged by restraining orders since August, her gambling debts and fraud attempts a fading scar. I'd sold Harold's Oak Cliff house, its treehouse memories heavy, to dodge her break-ins. Nora's "you're rebuildin', Emma" buzzed from our last Kalachi run, grounding me like a Texas oak. I set down the box, a jukebox from a nearby bar, thumping faint. My accounting firm job bruised by Ellen's lobby scene, but I was done hidin'. I launched Mitchell Financial Services, using Harold's $800K investments to fund a small office, helping contractors like he'd been. 5 clients, his old pals, signed on, trusting his name, my ledger skills. Is this home mine or his? I wondered, staring at his fishing hat on the desk, a quiet reflection as I traced his Hemingway quote. The world breaks everyone, and afterward, many are strong at the broken places. Nora's "you're an oak" echoed, my resolve iron. The Harold Mitchell Scholarship Gala loomed, funding trade students, my first public stand since Ellen's lies. At the Dallas venue, kolaches on tables, I spoke of Grandpa's grit, my $350K house sale boosting the fund. Ellen showed, uninvited lurking by the bar, a subtle revenge as guests. Deep Ellum locals, clients praised my work. Her homeless mom posts ignored. Her eyes burned, but my restraining order kept her silent. Her gala ticket a begged favor, per Clara's "she's broke" text. I smiled, boots steady, no words needed. My shine was my blade. Aunt Susan called her. I was wrong about Ellen shaky. Her Sunday dinner invite a bridge I'd cross slow. Harold trusted you, she said, her vanilla perfume memory raw, her betrayal at the ambush forgiven, but not forgotten. Uncle Robert followed, his "your grandpa saw her clear" heavy, his digitized family photos a peace offering. I met Thomas, a civil engineer client, over coffee, his quiet smarts sparking something new. Why do I fear a home she can't touch? I asked on our third date, his "you're stronger than her" easing my guard. Nora's "he's solid" sealing it. Ellen's lies fizzled, her Emma's crazy posts losing traction, Clara's "she's in a motel" sharp. My condo's doorman underground parking kept her out, but therapy with Dr. Williams kept me whole. You're grieving the mom you deserved, she said, my journal full of Harold's wisdom. Believe him the first time. My firm grew, 10 clients now, my campaigns win in Dallas startups. Jessica, my old boss, texted, "Heard about your firm, proud." My rep, once singed, gleamed, Ellen's coffee shop, scream a ghost. Nora swung by, kolaches steamin', her Ellen's kin are turnin' fierce. "Why'd she burn me?" I asked. Ellen's "I'm your mom" raw. "Greed's her chain," Nora said. "You're free." My phone pinged. Ellie. "Ellen's begging cousins for cash." I saved it. Goldstein's "Keep Evidence" my mantra. Susan's "Your Harold's Heart" dinner hit soft, but I held boundaries. My condo, my fort. Thomas's "Let's Hit Lake Ray Hubbard" warmed me. His fishin' like Harold's. My new life louder than Ellen's shade. Clara's "Ellen's postin' from Arizona" buzzed. Her lies dead. My scholarship gala the talk of Deep Ellum. I'd starved for Ellen's mom, fought her lies, got scars. But my firm, my crew, Nora, Thomas, Susan, were mine. A neighbor's "You're our rock" from last week's kolache swap lingered. Their brisket tin on my counter, my chosen kin stronger than Carter blood. Flashback to fall 2022. Oak Cliff porch, Harold's swing. "You're my oak, Emma," he said, cancer frail but eyes fierce. "Don't let Ellen uproot you." I nodded. Her "I'll visit" a lie. I thought family meant waiting for her spark. I stood, tea coolin', Dallas oaks swayin' outside. Ellen's lies, her screams, her greed. She'd never see me, only cash. I'd built a home, a firm, a life, honor in Harold's trust. Nora's "You're enough" was my spark, my hands ready to forge my dawn. They thought I'd break, but I'd show 'em what legacy means when I rise unshaken. Ever rose above kin's greed to thrive? Tell your glow up below. My fingers traced Grandpa Harold's fishing hat on my Deep Ellum condo desk. March 2025. Dallas evening soft with kolache warmth, sweet tea steaming as I stared at Ellen's rehab letter from Arizona. Heart heavy like a Lake Ray Hubbard storm. Her 1.2 Emma inheritance grab, lawyer ambush, coffee shop scene, fraud lies, was caged by restraining orders. Her gala humiliation 6 months back, a fading sting. Mitchell Financial Services hummed, my scholarship fund glowed. But this letter, her "I'm sorry" scrawl, cracked my armor. Nora's "Tread careful, Emma" buzzed from our last potluck, grounding me like a Texas oak. I sank into Harold's reading chair, a jukebox from a nearby bar thumping faint, Ellen's words blurring. I hit rock bottom, arrested for theft, in treatment for gambling. She begged no forgiveness, just amends. Her $50K inheritance gone, debts chasing her to a Phoenix motel. Does her change erase my scars? I wondered in a quiet reflection, clutching an old photo of us at 5, her smile real before parties stole her. Nora's "She's trying, but you ain't her fixer" echoed, my therapy with Dr. Williams urging boundaries. I set the letter down, breath slow, Harold's "Believe him the first time" sharp in my mind. My phone pinged. A client. "Your pitch saved my startup, Emma." My firm now had 12 clients, Dallas contractors like Harold, my scholarship funded 10 trade students. Then a LinkedIn message hit like a Deep Ellum bar brawl. Linda, Ellen's old gambling buddy, begging for a job at my firm. "Heard you're hiring," she wrote, her Ellen's proud a jab. Why do I owe her scraps? I smirked, a subtle revenge, replying, "No openings, Linda." Clara's "Ellen's cruise crumbling" text confirmed it. Linda's plea was Ellen's echo, her motel life leaking online, my success their sting. Thomas swung by, his civil engineer calm easing me, our Lake Ray Hubbard fishing dates like Harold's. "Read it?" he asked, nodding at the letter. "Yeah," I said, voice low. "She sounds real, but..." Can I trust a spark that burned me? Nora's dinner sealed my choice. Write back, but keep her at arm's length. I sent a note. "Glad you're trying, Ellen. Stay well, but I need space." No address, no invite. Boundaries iron. Dr. Williams's "Your peace ain't her debt," my guide. Susan's "Your Harold's Heart" at her Sunday dinner warmed me. Her book club stories of young Harold, my new roots. Ellen's Arizona job, admin at a senior home, held per Clara's she's quiet gossip, her lies dead after my gala shine. My condo's doorman kept her ghost out. My firm's brick walls a nod to Harold's craft. A client's "You're Dallas's rock" echoed. My scholarship gala's $500K haul the talk of Deep Ellum. Linda's second plea hit. Desperate. No mention of Ellen. I archived it, my no a blade honed by years of her selfish screams. Nora's "You're free" buzzed, my crew. Thomas, Susan, Ellie, louder than Ellen's shade. Susan's invite grew. Her "Harold was lost till you" stories cracking my guard. Her new beau, a retired teacher, softening her edge. Roberts, I should have stopped her, at a Kalashi swap hit deep. His photo scans a bridge I'd cross slow. Thomas's "Let's shoot the coast" sparked joy. My photography hobby. Harold's old Nikon, blooming. His Hemingway quote my lens. The world breaks everyone. I'd starved for Ellen's mom, fought her lies, got scars, but my firm, my love, were mine. No debts owed. Clara's "Ellen's kin cut her off" buzzed. Her motel posts gone. My scholarship the talk of Dallas trade schools. I stood at my window, Deep Ellum neon glowing, oaks swaying like sentinels. Ellen's letter, her amends, her past. They'd never own me, only challenge my peace. Nora's "You're enough" was my spark, my fingers ready to mend my way, not hers. They thought I'd break, but I'd show 'em what legacy means when I heal unbroken. Ever weighed kin's amends against their hurt? Spill your truth below. I paced my Deep Ellum office, June 2025, Dallas evening warm with BBQ smoke, sweet tea steaming as Nora set Kalashis on Mitchell Financial Services' brick-walled table, my heart full like Lake Ray Hubbard at dawn. My 1.2 mm inheritance, Grandpa Harold's trust, survived Ellen's lawyer ambush, her coffee shop rants, her Arizona rehab letter, now a cautious thread of letters, her gambling scars hers alone. My firm thrived, scholarship fund glowed, wedding to Thomas loomed, but tonight's potluck, Susan, Nora, Ellie, felt like home. Nora's "You're our Queen Emma" buzzed from our last brunch, grounding me like a Texas oak. The jukebox from a nearby bar thumped faint as Susan passed brisket, her "Harold'd be proud" soft, her book club tales of young grandpa my new roots. Ellen's motel life held in Arizona, her admin job steady, per Clara's "She's quiet" text, her $50K inheritance dust. James, silent since her fraud, was a ghost, his legacy nod to Ellen Raw. Who's my legacy, his or mine? I asked in a quiet reflection, Harold's fishing hat on my desk, his Hemingway quote, "The world breaks everyone." My North Star. My firm's 20 clients, 15 scholarship kids, were my answer, no Carter shade needed. Ellie raised her glass, crowd hushing. "To Emma, y'all, our fire!" Cheers erupted. Susan's "Damn right" loud, Nora's "Your oak" fierce. I grinned, mug warm. "To true legacy," I said, voice iron. "Kin who see you, not your wallet." Nora's hug, Ellie's nod, Susan's "You're his heart" wrapped me like a quilt. Then a Dallas trade school gala last week flashed, an explosive climax. James, uninvited, stood mid-crowd, voice crackin'. "Emma, I failed you," he said, eyes wet, locals gapin'. "Harold trusted you, I didn't. I'm sorry." Why does his nod matter now? I paused, then nodded, cold but clear. "Show it, don't say it." His slump, Ellen's absence, was my subtle revenge. My shine drowned their shade. Thomas leaned in, his "You own that" soft, our Lake Ray Hubbard wedding set for fall, Harold's fishing spot our altar. "Why'd they dim me?" I asked. Ellen's selfish, raw. "Greed's their cage," he said. "You're free." My firm's campaigns lit Dallas billboards. My scholarship doubled, funding women and minorities like Harold championed. Susan's Ellen's Trine at dinner hit soft. Her letters, short no please, kept at arm's length. Dr. Williams's "Your peace ain't her debt," my guide. Clara's "Ellen's kin cut her" buzzed, her Arizona life a shadow. My gala the talk of Deep Ellum. Nora's "You burned their script" landed. Kalash's gone, her potluck crew. Jess, clients, neighbors, my kin. My phone pinged. A student. Your fund changed my life, Emma? I smiled. My condo's oak desk holding Harold's Nikon. My coast shots with Thomas frameable. James's dinner. Text waited. His gala apology a start I'd watch, not chase. Ellen's pearl bracelet, repurchased from a pawn shop, her small amend, sat boxed, unopened, my boundaries iron. Susan's You're Our Rock from her book club lingered, their brisket tin on my counter, my chosen kin louder than blood. Flashback to spring 2023, Oak Cliff porch, Harold's swing. You're my oak, Emma, he said, cancer thin but eyes bright. Don't let Ellen uproot you. I clung to him, her, I'll visit a lie. I thought family meant waitin' for her spark. I stood, tea coolin', deep ellum neon glowin', oaks swayin' like sentinels. Ellen's greed, James's silence, their lies, they'd never own me, only test my roots. My firm, my love, my fund were Harold's trust, not their claim. Nora's You're Enough was my spark, my pace steady, ready to forge my legacy. At Ray Hubbard, I'd wed Thomas, Harold's hat in my vows, his believe 'em, my vow to me. They thought I'd break, but I rose, oak strong, their shade ash. The potluck's warmth hit, oak shadows dancing like hope. Ellen's trap, James's nod, their greed tried to dim me, but my kin, Nora, Susan, Thomas, saw my light. I built a family that trusted me to rise, brick by brick, louder than their claws. Family ain't who claims you, it's who trusts you to shine. Who's your legacy? Drop it below and subscribe to my channel for more Reddit stories that hit hard.